Hello, welcome back. Today is actually a two-parter. The first part is we're going to make sausage bolognese. And then the second part is with that bolognese, we're going to make lasagna. Now, as usual and as always, this is the way I make it. You can make it however you want to make it. So, let's start with the bolognese. There's typically, traditionally, two kinds of bolognese, one of which is sausage, and the other of which is meat. So if I'm going to make a meat bolognese, then I'm going to use equal parts beef, pork, and chicken. Traditionally it was done all beef. I find that to be really heavy. The pork and the chicken lighten it up a lot. A meat bolognese is also going to have carrots and celery and onions in it. And the sausage bolognese will only have onions and garlic. So I've got a pound of sausage. I like spicy, so this is hot sausage. I've got a pound of ground chicken, and I got about a quarter pound, maybe half a pound of bacon because, of course, bacon. So first we're going to render the meats, then we'll put in the garlic and the onions, and then tomato sauce, pomodoro, which I made yesterday. If you weren't here for that, then go back and look for the marinara sauce recipes. So, here we go. Okay, in a traditional sausage bolognese, there would not be bacon, but there wouldn't be chicken either. So this is my sausage bolognese. So the bacon is rendered now, but it's not crisp. I don't want it crisp because I don't want crunchies in there. I just want the flavor, and I want the smokiness out of the bacon. So now we're gonna bust this up. I mean, if you want to use rope sausage and have chunks of sausage in there, you're certainly welcome to. I've actually done lasagna with meatballs too, and that came out pretty good. So a bolognese is obviously a real hearty sauce, so you want to use a hearty pasta to go along with it. Spaghetti's okay, but I prefer something like bucatini, or if you want short pastas like a rigatoni or penne or a ziti or something like that. And then of course a nice Barolo or something like that, a barbaresco. Okay, so the sausage and the chicken are about halfway cooked. This is one whole onion, and I'm going to use most of this garlic, but not all of it. The rest of that garlic is going to go in the ricotta mix. So you want to start the meat first and then put the onions and the garlic in so that they don't burn. Really want to make sure that you're working this stuff pretty good to break it all up. You don't want, I don't want big chunks of meat in this. And then completely optional, but I'm going to put some of this Zinfandel in there. This particular one, this Rombauer, was very, very jammy, like a Syrah. So that's gonna give this a nice base. So completely optional on the wine. You can or not as you choose. Okay, the meat's all cooked and the onions and the garlic are soft. So now, not a whole lot, maybe half a cup of that. About a good tablespoon of oregano. Same of basil. Now I'm using dried basil and oregano on this because this sauce is going to cook, and then again it's going to cook. I make a lasagna, so it's going to cook again. So I don't feel a particular need to use dry, fresh herbs in this. Put in our pomodoro sauce. So for, if you're just going to make a bolognese to do with pasta, I would put in more pomodoro sauce, make it a little bit looser. And then sort of cook it down to the texture that you want. Because this is going into lasagna, I want it a little drier than it would normally be for a straight usage. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, this has been cooking for about 15 or 20 minutes. It's pretty much done. This is also called a ragu, and a ragu is basically any number of meats like this that are cooked slowly so that the flavors all combine. And you can use whatever you want for that. La Luce at the Hilton has a duck and porcini ragu that is just out of this world. You could put mushrooms in here easily, put whatever you want in here. So because I used hot, spicy Italian sausage, it's got a little bit of kick to it, so it really doesn't need any pepper. So a little bit of salt. And this is ready to go. Cook up some bucatini. And there you go, sauce bolognese. We'll be back for part 2 with lasagna.